on a placid pitch at Edgbaston. Two of West Indies' most senior batsmen have stood up and have led a fight back and have pushed back at everything that the English have thrown at them. Having come together with the score on 118 for 5, Holder and DaSilva is batting well. As Bashir comes in to Holder and he covers up and defends back down along the pitch, and there is no run. So these two came together with the score on 115 for 5. My correction, I think I said 118 earlier. So Holder is on 42. He faces up to Bashir. He turns that into the onside. There is no run. They were looking for the single there. So he's on 42. DaSilva is on 36. And this is the first over after the tea break. Let's watch as Bashir comes in to bowl to Jason Holder. Slip and a leg slip is in, bowl to Holder, and Holder forces this through mid-on, but cannot beat the field that short mid-wicket. Ben Stokes coming around to his left, who field, and there is no run. The score remains 195 for 5 in over number 54. Bashir comes in, bowl to Holder. Holder is off the back foot, and he strokes it to stroke at mid-wicket. There is no run. So West Indies, hello everyone. Welcome to the afternoon session, the final session of the first day's play in the third test match between the West Indies and England, live from Edgbaston in England. It's a flat pitch. Mikyle and his bat to one outside the arch stump. Kirk McKenzie was nowhere near the line of the delivery. Athanaze played a loose shot just before lunch, the final delivery before lunch, looking to pull a nothing delivery and jog it onto his half stump. Brathwaite flared one down the leg side, don't know what he was doing, and then Kavem Hodge leave one that was on his half stump. At that stage, West Indies were 115 for 5, and I could not speak. I just could not speak. I was dumbfounded. But since then, Jason Holder, as Woods comes in, bowl to DaSilva, he shorts and he pulls it through mid-on. It's running away towards the long-on boundary. They gave chase, and they will be back for the second, 197 for 5. So after coming together, just a minute. After coming together with the score on 115 for 5, Jason Holder on 42 and Joshua DaSilva on 38 have seen West Indies progress to 197 for 5. Round the wicket goes with ball to DaSilva and he turns this away. That looks to come off the pad. Let's wait at the signal. Is it by? Is it leg by or is it runs? It's 4 runs. He turns it away. It came off the bat down to the fine leg boundary for 4. That's the West Indies 200. Yeah. They are now 200 for 1 in over number 55. So 200 for 1 in over number 55. So you just tuck that off the hip, off the tie pad, down to the fine leg boundary for 4. This is good batting by the West Indies senior batsmen. That is Holder and DaSilva, senior players, bowl to DaSilva, and he pulls this away down to the fielder on the long leg boundary for another single. So Mark Wood is bowling round the wicket to both Joshua DaSilva and Jason Holder, and he's bowling short. This is the third over of the spell, although they just come back after lunch. So I expect probably he will bowl 1 or 2 more after this. But the thing about England, they have Atkinson who can do this. They have Woakes who can do this, the short pitch delivery option, as the ball has definitely stopped swing. It's a flat pitch. Put to hold and he pulled this high in the air, disdainfully down to the boundary for 4. So he just set himself for it and he pulled it away down to the mid-wicket boundary for 4. The danger in that, though it was a good shot, he played that well. But the danger in that, and although you want to continue to play that shot if they continue to bowl short, is that you must be prepared for the one that is going to pitch up, dead on the stump. So he's going to try to york you. I haven't seen how you gave yourself room just now and pulled that away down to cow corner for 4. He's going to try to york you. I'm a bit nervous about Older right now because I bet $1 that he was going to make 47. I definitely hope that I lose the bet. Hood bowl to Holder and down the leg side. He turns this away to the man at short fine leg who dives to his right and field. That's Ben Duckett, and there is no run. 206 for 5. Holder is on 46. DaSilva on 43. I definitely don't want Holder to get a single and go to 47 because I bet $1 that he was going to make 47. So I prefer for him to get 2 here or to get 4 or to even hit a 6. But I don't want him. I don't want him to get a single because I'm going to be very, very nervous. I'm going to be very nervous. That's $1 that I really want to lose today, though. Let's watch Mark Hood as he comes in round the wicket, ball to Holder, and Holder tuck this away, down back with a square leg. The man comes off the back with a square leg boundary. Did they go back for 2? No, they didn't go for 2. Wow, Holder is on 47. Oh gosh, man. Jesus. Holder is on 47. I can't speak. I can't speak. I'm nervous as hell. I want to lose the bet. I bet that he was going to make 47. I bet $1. I really want him to lose I really want to lose this bet. Can I change the bet to 147? I wonder if I can change. Let me make a call. I'm trying to see if I can change the bet to 147. I'm dead nervous. Let's watch Bashir though. Please, Holder, just get a single or something. Just come on strike, please. Please, I'm begging you, Jason Holder. Let's watch Bashir. He comes in now over the wicket, ball to Holder, and Holder defends out into the offside. He looks solid there. Please, Bashir. This thing is keeping up just like it did this morning. You remember this morning it was jumping the same way? What's happened here? I hope it just sorted itself out rather quickly. It's the same thing it was doing this morning. Let's watch now. Bashir comes into bowl to Jason Holder. Bowl to Holder. Holder defends down back the pitch. He looks good there though. He's on 47 and I cannot sit. I'm nervous as hell, man. Holder is on 47. Thank you all for tuning in. Wow. Bashir to Holder. He comes in bowl to Holder and Holder play this down to long and cannot beat the bowler. Bashir dives across to his right and field, and there is no run. This is one bet that I want to lose. I'm telling you, I'm so nervous. I'm absolutely nervous. Whoa, my belly bottom. Ball to Holder and Holder. Turn the through mid wicket. Yes, Jason Holder. Well done. Down to mid wicket for 48. He is on 48. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. So Jason Holder is off the 47 that I bet that he would not make. What does that mean here again? It's the same thing that happened this morning when the screen was going all like this when we just started. I just hope that it worked out quickly. 208 for 5. So Jason Holder came off the 47. This is a bet that I'm happy that I lost. Here comes Bashir, ball to DaSilva. It is high in the air. The fielder going back. When he get there, one coming in, one going back. It dropped between both of them. And DaSilva lives to fight again. 209 for 5. DaSilva moves up to 44. And Holder is on 48. So that was tossed up there by Bashir. DaSilva looking to hit it through the onside. It peeled off the outer edge. And they got 1. Bashir comes in now to bowl to Jason Holder. He's in bowl to Holder. And Holder turned that to the man at mid-wicket and there is no run. I'm no longer nervous. I definitely think that it is okay now. I really don't see us now. Because I bet that he was going to make 47. When he goes to 47, I was absolutely nervous. Thank you for being here. Meredith, how are you doing, man? Good morning. The champion will say, I will take anything above 300. Wouldn't we? Yes, man. 300 is always a good total in test cricket. In any form of cricket, 300 runs, anything over 300 is a good total. Yes. Yes, the champion, but you can't blame me again. He's on 48. He's on 48, the champion. So you cannot blame me again. Thank you all for being here. Please smash a like on the video. Click on that subscribe button. I do not know why the screen is going like that. I just don't know. 209 for 5. As Markwood makes his way into DaSilva. Bolts to DaSilva, and DaSilva pulls. And that one, what happened there? He pulls at it. I don't see what happened to the ball there. Holder is having a talk with DaSilva at this moment. I just never saw what happened to the ball there, but he was looking to pull. So let's watch the field here that they have for DaSilva. There's a forward square leg, and behind him there's another forward square leg, and on the boundary there's a forward square leg on the boundary. So 3 fielder in a row. Then you have now a backward square leg midway to the boundary. As he comes in now, over the wicket, Markwood, ball to DaSilva, and DaSilva turn this away, down towards the fielder coming off the backward square leg boundary. They go through for a single. West Indies 210 for 5. So the short ball tactics that England is using right now. And they have about 5 or 6 fielders on the onside. So they have a forward square leg. So he's to the left of the umpire, about halfway between the umpire and the pitch. Then you have one between the umpire, about halfway between the umpire and the boundary. And then you have one on the boundary. All 3 of them, you could say, in the same line. Would bowl to Older, and Older just stands up tall and plays it down and played it down in front of him on the offside. And there is no run. The score remains 210 for 5. We are in over number 57. West Indies here now just recovering. These two have had 95 runs for this 6th wicket partnership. Ollie is on 48. Joshua DaSilva is on 45. They have added 95, as I said. This is Markwood, 2 for 49 so far. He begins to move in now. Passes the umpire, ball to Older, and he pulls at it high in the air. Appeal, not outside the umpire. So they pulled at it. It brushed on something. They appealed. It went through to the keeper, but not outside the umpire. Ben Stokes is asking if it touched anything. They don't seem convinced though. But let's see. 4 seconds. He's not going to go for it. He's just hyacinth Older. The time is up. As there's no DRS. They didn't go for it. Clearly, well, they probably need to check on the helmet. Will they come out and check on the helmet? They didn't brush the helmet. But it wasn't on the helmet. It wasn't on anything. Maybe the shoulder, but it was definitely not off the bat. But from the reaction of James Smith, you know that they were trying to buy a wicket here. Mark would know. This tactics by England. Round the wicket he comes. Ball to Jason Older. He looks to turn that away into the onside. Misses, taken on the pad. Not out ball. Pitch outside the leg stump. Capt should not be given out leg before. The score remains at 210 for 5. And so that one clearly passed the bat. And it was on his way. It touched halfway between his elbow, his shoulder, and his elbow. It touched somewhere here as it went through. So 210 for 5 West Indies in their first innings after winning the toss and decided to bat first. It was another good, solid opening partnership. Well, you wouldn't say it was solid, but they got themselves to 76. So that was a good start. It was ungainly at time, but they fought through it. Wood to Older, turned that off the pad to the man at mid-on. There is no run. So they fought themselves way through it. At times it was, it was difficult and so on. But then again, they eventually got to 76, which was a good start. And then from 76 without loss, we were 115 for 5. Once again, Mikyle for the fourth time in 5 innings, he was all caught behind the wicket. McKenzie clearly was not prepared to get in line. His middle stump was knocked back. His back foot was on leg stump. In the best case scenario, I want to see a front-on picture. Bashir comes in now. Over the wicket, ball to DaSilva, turns this into the onside and there is no run. So in a best case scenario, McKenzie left foot was on the leg stump, but clearly his right foot was probably on another set of stump outside the leg stump. So if you had put 3 stumps away from the leg stump, his foot was probably on the leg stump there. So that's a single to DaSilva as we move up to 211 for 5. Then Athanaze, inexplicable. The final delivery before lunch, a long up outside the half stump. He lost his shape, tried to hit it through mid-wicket, got the bottom edge, the half stump knocked back. West Indies 97 for 3 at lunch, having been 76 without loss. Then after lunch, Brathwaite one down the leg side, he flew at it like this. I don't know what he was doing. One of the right hand came off the bat, but the left hand was still on the bat. It took the gloves. The keeper juggled the catch. Eventually, he held on to it. Brathwaite gone. And then Kavem Hodge got one on half stump. Decided to leave it alone. It knocked back the half stump. West Indies were 115 for 5, and I could not speak. As Bashir bowled to hold and he works this down to mid-wicket for a single, the score moves up to 212 for 5. Since then, these two have added 97 runs for the 6-wicket partnership. Older is on 49 and DaSilva is on 46. So the inexperienced batsmen in the West Indies, they fell like 9 pins on a placid batting pitch. And now the 2 seniors, apart from Brathwaite, are standing up and batting very well as DaSilva is off the back foot and he pulls the straight to stroke at mid-wicket and there is no run. The score remains 212 for 5 in over number 58. A slip and a leg slip as Bashir bowls to DaSilva, who gave himself room and steered this, hitting it inside out, down to the fielder on the cover boundary. They go through for a single. The score moves up to 213 for 5 at the end of over number 58. Christopher Bristol is saying, what are your thoughts on Older Brown? Because you badmouth Older a lot to let me hear you now. Christopher Bristol, my good friend, never badmouthed Older. I always talk the facts. I always talk his numbers. And Older, if Older was performing like this, just like I said before the match, that his performance is improving. I did said that before the match. If these were the level of performance that we were getting from Older, Mark would round the wicket, bowl to DaSilva, turn it into the onside. There is no run to the first of the man at forward square leg. So if Older was performing like this in previous matches, I would not have been saying that his average was 21 in the last 2 years. I would have been saying it was 49. So there's a difference between badmouth and talking the facts. You know? So was his average before this series 21 in the last 2 years? Was it? Was I lying? But good for Older. He's on 49. I'm happy that he turned it around. Bowl to DaSilva, and DaSilva pulls, but he pulled out of the pull at the last moment, allows it to go through to the keeper, and there is no run. The score remains 213 for 5. So every West Indian is happy that he turned it around. I am so happy that he turned it around. I hope that he goes on to make 149. You know, so let's hope and let's see what will happen. So DaSilva is still on strike. He is on 47. Older is on 49. 213 for 5. As DaSilva comes in now. Not DaSilva. Wood round the wicket to DaSilva. That's one popped up on him. He jumped. He didn't have to play that one. Maybe he should have swayed out of the line, but he was looking too much to play. And that is what is going to get them in trouble when they are looking to play every delivery. He should really be jumping off that, just swaying out of the line at that one. But he's so keen to play that he jumped up off his feet to play that one. Look how high he played that one. It could have gone anywhere. Come on, DaSilva. You have to concentrate. You have to think it out, man. There's no need to play that delivery. He played that delivery from above his head. He played it from up here. It could have gone anywhere. Fortunately, it hit the bat and dropped down right in front of him. Good to DaSilva. He turned this away, down to the man at square leg, backward square leg, and there is no run. So this tactics from Markwood. Probably, I don't see Markwood bowling more than 1 over after this one. I don't think so. So Christopher Bristol is saying that 300 is a joke runs in these modern times. No, Christopher Bristol, any total with 3 at the front except 30 is always a good score. Any total with 3 at the front is always a good score in Test cricket. Trust me. In any form of cricket, by the way. Good, round the wicket to DaSilva, and DaSilva turned this away. To the right of the man at backward square leg. That is Ben Stokes looking for a single. It's not on. Older sent him back. I think Older prefer DaSilva deal with this type of bowling. Definitely. Where am I? I am all over the place. I just do not understand. It happened this morning at the start. And Mikyle Douglas is saying, every time this batting lineup scored 300 runs, I am happy. Well, I understand that, definitely. As we watch now, I hope you're hearing me loud and clear though. As just like this morning, I hope this thing sort itself out. It sorted itself out this morning and we were good for a while. So, let's watch now as the forward short leg comes in. Ball to DaSilva and he defends. That one didn't rise as the others. So after 59 overs, West Indies 213 for 5. That's a good point there that Mikyle Douglas is making, that every time this batting lineup scored 300 runs, one should be happy, you know. We have to put things in context. West Indies test team is no Australia, it's no England, it's no India. West Indies test team, if we can score 300 runs consistently, especially in our first innings, we are going to beat teams like South Africa, New Zealand, Pakistan, Sri Lanka. We are going to beat those teams more often than they beat us if we can score 300 or more in our first innings. I'm telling you. And so, you know, I think England, India, Australia, they remain the top 3. You know, they remain the top 3. I think if we are playing England in the West Indies, we have shown that we are always getting the better of them. But in England, they tend to get the better of us. I know that in the past, we have always won at least one match in the series. I have not researched it, but as far as memory can tell me, even though we have not won a series in England since 1988, someone told me, I can't recall us getting a whitewash. So maybe this is our match though. Let's see what will happen. Maybe I'm calling it too early, as Chris Oakes will replace Bashir into the bowling attack. So there's a slip, a gully, a cover, a short extra cover, mid-off, mid-on, a short mid-wicket. So a slip, a gully, a cover, short extra cover, mid-off, mid-on, short mid-wicket, a man on the long leg boundary. I'm not seeing one. Woakes is it ball to Older, who drives pleasantly through the covers. It'll run away down towards the boundary. That's his half century. Will they come back for the third? No, they stay on 2. They should have gotten 3 there. But nice Older. Good half century from Jason Older. Just give him a clap there. So he's turning around his form. This is good to see from Older. This is what we want from Older. And when we get this from Older, we have to praise him. We have to praise him because this is good. May he go on. May this innings continue for a long time. This is his second half century, I think, in about 25 test matches. So this is good from Jason Older. Sherwin is saying that, good afternoon, I agree. West Indian batsmen need to leave the good balls alone. No. Oran, as let's watch now, Woakes to Jason Older, and he plays it down to Midan, who came across field, and there is no run. The score remains at 2:15 for 5. 2:15 for 5. You know, over number 60. So Jason Older there, probably just have to wait. He should have probably run harder and get 3 there. I didn't like the running there, but congratulations and a well-played half-century by Jason Older. Yes, Hernandez, I'm great. Thank you. Ball leaves alone outside the half stump, and there is no run. As I see Jason Older leaving that delivery alone, with his front foot outside leg stump and his back foot covering half stump, that was one of the things that was wrong with the delivery that Kavem Hodge leave. You don't leave alone and expose your stump, man. You have to cover your stump when you're leaving alone. More than likely, if he was on the front foot and that ball hit him on the front foot, he would have probably not been given out. And he pulled this high in the air. The fielder running back, but cannot get there. They're gone for 1. They will come back for 2. And they 2nd and 2. So that was short from Woakes. Older pulled it high in the air down to long on. He didn't quite time it as well as he would like to. He hit high up on the bat and it goes away down towards long on. 2 more to Jason Older. He's on 53. West Indies 217 for 5. That's the 100 partnership. The shot that went for 2, that was the 100 partnership. So let's watch. Woakes to Older down the leg side. He looked to clip it away through to the keeper, and there is no run. So the same strokes that brought up Older 50, it was the same strokes that brought up the 100 partnership. So there were 2 things that we need to clap for there. Older moving to 50, and West Indies bringing up the 100 partnership. These 2 bringing up the 100 partnership. 2:15 for 5. We're on over number 60 as Jason Older seconds. As Woakes comes in over the wicket to Older, he allows it to go through outside the half stump, and there was no run. Yes, Mr. Casanova, Hodge misjudged that ball completely. I think he was in 2 minds there. To misjudge it, Mr. Casanova, I agree with that because that can happen to every batsman. But there was also a breakdown of his techniques. There was also a breakdown of the technique because he was not covering the half stump with his spike. So if then we could say, yes, it's misjudgment. So Casanova, Silva, and he pulls this away down to long leg for a single, and there goes up to 218. He moves up now to 48. The ball before was swinging, and that might have caused Hodge to leave it alone, but just completely misjudge it. You know, one of the things, Mr. Casanova, that while playing cricket as a coach. Let's watch this delivery. After the delivery, I try to react to your comment as my screen froze. So maybe I can react to it Let's give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. It's still freezing. It still froze. One of the things when you are batting and the bowler is swinging the ball both ways, round the wicket, ball to hold and pull and misses through to the keeper, and there is no run. In a case like what we saw this morning, I think you were here earlier with me this morning when I repeatedly saying we have to watch for the ball coming back. You have to watch for the ball coming back. Although the previous delivery swing away from him and a lot were swinging away from him, nick off without caught behind. I'm all right with that. Nick off. But you have to be playing for that ball coming back at all times. Don't let that ball get you. You learn that in cricket from probably primary school. If the bowler is darting the ball both ways, don't let the one coming back get you, because you have to be looking for that one. If he bowls the perfect outswing and you nick off and go to sleep, so be it. So be it. And again, I said all of us can misjudge it, but there was a breakdown in technique. And you cannot, you nick off and go to sleep, but you have to defend the one that is coming back, because you have to be looking for that. Hold the defense down the half side of the pitch. 6 out is saying, keep going, keep pushing West Indies. Yes, definitely. West Indies, we just long may this continue. Nehemiah is saying that the batting seems to be improving a bit as the series goes on. And Dwight Chattu is saying earlier that West Indies never arrived in England early enough and they should have played at least 2 matches. I know that Basil would have said that the team that would play were reserves. But it's better you play against reserve than play nothing at all. That is my view. Just like batting in the middle is better than no batting at all. Just like someone said, I remember as a little boy growing up, and sometimes I don't even have toothpaste to brush my mouth, and your grandmother would tell you, say, brushing with the toothbrush alone is better than no brushing alone, than no brushing. So at least you brush, although you don't have any toothpaste. So it's the same thing. Playing against a reserve 11 is better than not playing any at all. And maybe we should have gone to England earlier. As Older works that one to mid-wicket and there is no run, the score remains 2-19 for 5. So West Indies is 2-19 for 5, and we are in the 61st over, and probably quite a few overs behind, because this screen keeps freezing on me here. It keeps freezing on me, and it just sometimes it's so frustrating. Let's see what is happening here. So 220 for 5, and we are in over number 62. And as soon as I put it back down, it keeps freezing again. Lord of mercy. I don't know what's wrong. Maybe they are not getting enough test cricket against the top teams. And that's a difficult one. I think I tried to explain it and when I was picking the 11 on Wednesday, that yes, you want more cricket against the top team, but it's something that you have to earn. How do you earn it? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know the answer to that. Places to short mid-wicket and there is no run. But that's a good point. And the West Indies captain keep making the point that we need more test cricket. All right. And this argument will be tested. It will be tested because immediately after this test match, the very next week, we are going to play South Africa in a 2 test match series. So it is almost like a 5-match series. So let's see what happened in the 4th and 5th test match. let's see. It's going to be very interesting. Let's look at the field now. Very interesting field. There's a straight mid-on, very straight short mid-on. There's a short mid-wicket, and behind both of them, there's a deepish, as he comes in now, ball to DaSilva. There's a deepish mid-on, or you know where the mid-on would be on the edge of the circle. By the way, DaSilva plays at the short cover. Sorry about that. So there's about a third slip. There's a short extra cover. Then there's a short mid-on. Then there's a straight mid-wicket, a short straight mid-wicket. And then you have another mid-on where who is like on the edge of the 30-yard circle if you were playing T20 cricket. So this is they're just mixing up here, looking for a wicket as DaSilva is on 49. You know, is on 49, 220 for 5. They're talking about it. So let's watch the field. So the man at slip have gone a little wider still. So he's probably at a fine gully, you would say, as the screen froze, and this is just, it's just unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. Gary LaRose is saying it's because the West Indies batsmen don't drop their wrist on the front foot after picking up the length and line of the delivery. I think I understand what you mean there, and I think I understand what you mean. Over the wicket, ball to DaSilva down the leg side. He looks to turn it away, misses. It goes down to the boundary for 4-leg by. The score moves up to 24 by. It moves up to 224 for 5. 224 for 5. Dennis Barnaby, good morning. Glad to see you here. I really appreciate you being here. It seems as if today will be Mr. Older's Day. Let's really hope so. Let's really hope so. And good morning. Yes, Dennis Barnaby, good morning. Over the wicket, ball to DaSilva, taken on the pad appeal. Not outside the umpire. I think that's going down the leg side. I think it's going down the leg side. So that one was pitched up. And DaSilva once again playing around his pad. Playing around his pad. And it was going down the leg side. No doubt it was going down the leg side. But loud appeal. And they are not going to review it because they have wasted 2 reviews already. So they have wasted 2 reviews. And they are not going to review this one. That one looked much closer to me. I couldn't see any of the stump as the ball make impact with the pad. But if you look at James Smith, he was down the leg side. He was way down the leg side. And probably, just probably, comes in now. Ball to DaSilva. He fishes at that one outside the arse stump. He's out caught. Oh, he fishes at that one outside the arse stump. And DaSilva nicked off. And he's out caught. So DaSilva gone. West Indies lost their 6th wicket. Well set up there by Woakes. He brought back in one, looking for the leg before. And then the next one just leave DaSilva, as DaSilva was late on the shot there. And just fishes at that one through to James Smith. And DaSilva gone for 49. And West Indies have lost their 6th wicket. DaSilva gone, caught by Smith off the bowling of Woakes for 49. And West Indies now 224 for 6. DaSilva going caught off the bowling of Woakes for 49. Good played innings. They had it 109 for the 6th wicket. A good partnership. And luckily, he never quite made the half century. But it's a good partnership nonetheless. And hopefully now we can get some more partnership as Alzarri Joseph will join Older at the crease. 224 for 6. West Indies 224 for 6. If we could just get a good local partnership now between, coming to you just a minute there. Mikyle Douglas is saying that 95% of South Africa team haven't played test cricket. That's a good point. Since the first week of January. Hopefully, we could show them up. And that is where, again, the theory is going to be tested. That because we are not playing test cricket for so long, because if South Africa is not playing test cricket for so long and they came to the West Indies and they win the series, and they came in and right away they hit the ground running, the theory that a lack of test cricket is hampering our performance will be thrown out the window. 225 for 6. As let's watch Atkinson moves in now to bowl to Joseph. He allows it to go through outside the half stump, and there is no run. Robinson Kadra, welcome to the show, man. Greetings, bro. Great job. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Please slash a like on the video. Please click on the subscribe button and support our hurricane relief effort. So let's watch the field for Joseph. 2 slips, with the second slip a little in front of the keeper, and there's a gully. Atkinson ball to Joseph, and that one leaves him outside the half stump through to the keeper, and there is no run. You know, up to this morning, I got a call, not this morning, yesterday I got a call, some persons asking me for flashlights, you know. So please support our hurricane relief effort. You know, somebody asked, they were going to St. Elizabeth today, and they're asking me if they have any flashlight that I could give them to take with them. Ball to Joseph, leaves it alone outside the off stump, and there is no run. So I'm asking you to support our hurricane relief effort. It's scrolling across the bottom of the screen there. The link is in the video description. I did not remember to play it in the live chat, but just below the screen, the bottom of the screen there, you will see the link. Just click on more, and you will see the link come up. Click on the link and donate to our hurricane relief effort. 225 for 6 as Atkinson comes in bold to taking a bad loud appeal. That one seemed to be going down the leg side for a moment. I was about to say plumb, but it probably just drifted down the leg side. And that's it, the appeal stifled at the end of over number 63. West Indies 225 for 6 after winning the toss and decided to bat first, and somehow Athanaze, Kavem, Kirk, McKenzie, Mikyle, they just must be very, very annoyed with themselves to give up an opportunity and such a flat, placid pitch to capitalize and make runs. Louis got gone 26, shouldn't have pushed at that ball. McKenzie, to me, he was scared of the pace. He was nowhere in line. And while last week I said that he was running and persons came at me because they do not understand the concept or the context in which I use run in, there was no doubt that this week he was not prepared to get in line. Walks over the wicket, ball to Older, who drives, head in the air, peeled off the inner portion of the bat, goes down to backward of square leg for a single. He moves up to 56. They score 226 for 6. You see now, how Older played for the first part of his innings. How he played that shot just now with his head in the air and not looking at the ball, that was how he was batting for the past 2 years, that last delivery. I'm praying and hoping that Older will decide to work a little harder and stay at the crease. Don't relax. Work hard, man. Work hard. It's not time to relax. Work hard. Down the legs, down the wicket comes Joseph, trying to negate that swing, and it goes down the leg side. He looks to turn it. It goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. So Joseph just coming towards the bowler, that's Woakes, trying to negate the swing, but it was down the leg side. He looks to turn it, and it goes through to the keeper, and there was no runs. Gary LaRoe, just look at all of the dismissals. Over the wicket comes in now. Ball to Joseph, who hit this high in the air. The fielder is running back. It plugged as it stopped, and they come back for the second. 228 now for 6. Joseph just hitting that one high in the air, over the top. You know, he didn't quite time it as he would like. Nonetheless, there are 2 more runs. West Indies 228 for 6. Hanging the bat away from the body outside the off stump. Yes, and in case of, well, Louis did so, Joshua DaSilva did so. So those were the 2 that hung their bat outside the off stump. Well, McKenzie was out bowled. Woakes in now, ball to Joseph, and Joseph forward, forcing drive. Down to mid-off, there's no run. 228 for 6. So, Louis hung his bat outside the off stump. Who else? DaSilva hung his bat outside the off stump, both armless delivery. Brathwaite hung his bat outside the leg stump, another harmless delivery. So that is 3. McKenzie was nowhere near the line. To me, he was backing away over the wicket. Ball to Joseph, and he hit this high in the air. He again did the connect as he would have loved. It plugged. They're gone for 1, and they will stay on 2 here, and the score moves up to 230. Kavem Hodge, he leaves one that was on the off stump, and Athanaze, that had nothing delivery, lost his shape completely and pulled it into his off stump. So when you look at it like that, all 6 West Indies batsmen should not have been dismissed of the delivery that they got out. One would say that there were some deliveries that beat the hedge that could have easily have taken it. Fine, but that is cricket. It never nick it. So don't give yourself out. Over the wicket, ball to Joseph, and he looks to turn this away. Down towards backward square leg, and they go for a single. The field that comes off the boundary sends the return in. 231 for 6 at the end of over number 64. So those deliveries never take they never took the edge. So you can't say that they could have out. No, they could not have out. It never took the edge. So why gave your wicket away? You know, all 6 wickets were batsman error and not the bowlers getting them out. I agree with you. Alzarri Joseph needs to second down and bat with older. I'm going to be upset if Joseph give away his wicket today. Yes, we are going to bowl to old as both batsmen tall alike. That's Joseph though. So over the wicket was Atkinson, and he leaves it alone to go through. Now, those 2 drives that Older played, that Joseph played, I think that the shots were on, they were in his zone. I just think that he probably didn't watch the ball closely enough and come through the line of the ball with a straight bat. Down the leg side, clipped away down to 5 leg for 4. He moves up now to 8-9. The score 235 for 6. 230. So down the leg side, ball Atkinson. He just clipped out away down to 5 leg for 4. That's Alzarri Joseph. He moves up to 9. DaSilva is on 56. So if he plays a rush shot and get out, Mikyle, I agree with you that we'll be upset. But in all fairness, in all honesty, those 2 shots, in my opinion, they were on. He just didn't commit to the shot. Ball to Alzarri, leaves that one outside the off stump. The keeper didn't call it. They did never go through for the bye. The score remains at 235 for 6. Please remember, slash a like on the video. Just click on below, just below the screen. There's a thumbs up. Just click on that. That's all you have to do. All you have to do, click on the thumbs up. I don't know how you do it if you are watching on television, but if you are watching on a computer, laptop, or phone, just below the video, click on the thumbs up. That's where all we're asking. 235 for 6. Robinson is saying, that let's see the field here. It's an orthodox field, 2 slip a gully, a backward pointer cover mid off, man on the backward square leg boundary and a man on the fine leg boundary as Atkinson to Joseph he ducks goes through to the keeper. There is no run. I quite agree with you, my bro. McKenzie seems to be very uneasy against the extra pace and is afraid to get behind the line. Yes, Robinson, that was evidence this morning. No one can, I don't think anyone can reasonably argue against that. Slips on the gully, goes down Atkinson to Joseph, and he whips this away. Down to fine leg for a single. 2:37 for 6. Jason Ola comes into strike. 1 delivery remaining in over number 65. Ola is on 56. Joseph is on 10. Just as Ben Stokes adjusts the field. So they are going to go to the short ball tactics here, or just setting a ring field. So there's a slip. You could say 2 slip. You could say a first slip and a fourth slip. A backward pointer cover mid off, mid on, mid wicket square leg. Atkinson to Older. He leaves it outside the arch, some through to the keeper. No run at the end of the over. 2:36 for 6. West Indies winning the toss and batting first. Yes, so no one can reasonably or no one can justifiably say that McKenzie was not backing away from the pacer this morning. Then they would have to explain why his foot were in that position. Playing back to spin is a recipe for leg before. What about using your feet and getting to the pitch of the delivery? That should definitely be an option when the spin bowler is bowling Gary LaRose. I don't think you're just going to run down the pitch to every delivery, but it's definitely an option. Woakes comes in bowl to Joseph, who swings at that one, but he mistimed it. It got the bottom portion of the bat, and it rolls out to the man at mid-wicket, and there is no run. So, he was trying to pull that one, and there is no run. Really need him to settle down and definitely bat. So as they tie the shoes lace, would love to see Joseph just trying to play less attacking, just try to play more control. You want him to be positive, of course, yes, but you do not want him to just be swinging from the hip. As Mark Wood now turns at not Mark Wood, Chris Woakes. Turn off the top of his marks. He comes in bold to Alzarri Joseph, and he peels off the outside edge, diving stop at the man at gully. Did it carry to him? I would love to see the replay. There's a little bit of disappointment. Did it carry to him or did it drop short? That one peels off the outside edge of the bat. So I'm just waiting to see what happened there. Did it carry? I think it dropped short. I don't think it quite carried to him as it peels. Well, look at that. Let me see. No, it dropped short. Definitely dropped short. So I can understand. Definitely. That one definitely dropped short there just now. As Woakes makes his way now to bowl to Alzarri Joseph. He's up and bowl to Joseph, and Joseph defends down the inside of the pitch. And there is no run. So well bowled and well played, as they are very happy in the stand. I don't quite think it's Mr. Ray and his nephew, but I'm sure that is something very similar to Mr. Ray and his nephew that is affecting these England players at this moment. Not player, spectator, ball to Joseph, and he is hard. Mistimed it again, straight to the field at mid-off, and there is no run as he looked to hit the cover of that delivery just now, but he mistimed it and it went straight to the fielder at mid-off with Stokes, who just skipped his left field, and there is no run. Once again, that shot was on. But Joseph not quite timing it. Once again, not quite timing it. 2 to come in over number 66. Woakes ball to Joseph and he turned this into the inside. More control, more discipline. This is what we love to see. It goes down behind square leg for a singer. The score moves up to 237 for 6. Joseph is now on 11. Jason Older is on 56. I notice if you look at it, since Joseph came to the crease, he's probably batting more deliveries. Not probably. He's definitely batting more deliveries than Jason Older. And so I would have preferred to see Older batting more deliveries. Let's hope that Older now is still in rhythm. Balls to Older and Older defends. Nice. Plays it down to mid-on and there is no run. The end of the over, the score is 273 for 6. I was just looking at this. I was looking at this picture here from McKenzie. You know, and this was McKenzie dismissal. Look where his right foot is. You know, I just trying to show that dismissal. Look where his right foot is. Look where his left foot is. Look where his head is. And you can tell where his head is by looking at the badge on his helmet. So look where his head is. Look at the bat in his hand. You know, and I hope that the coaches are looking at this and having a discussion in it. As Atkinson ball to Alzarri, who plays a solid forward defensive stroke, down back the offside of the pitch, and there is no run. Now, as a coach, the first thing you do to start correcting this in your meeting room, this should be, whether it's a whiteboard or a screen or whatsoever, this should be on the screen. All right, many persons will go about it differently. So maybe my methodologists, I don't think I need to go into that. As Alzarri Joseph defends out onto the offside and there is no run. But just looking at that, the middle stump plucked out of the ground. Look where the right foot is. Look where the left foot is. Look where the bat is. Look where the head is. No, man, he was nowhere, absolutely nowhere near the line of that delivery. And we definitely hope and look forward to he getting the help, because there are some talent there. And he ducks under this one and goes through to the keeper. That's Alzarri Joseph. So there are definitely some talent there. There's definitely something to work with. You know, he plays some very pleasant strokes. He made 13, but in that 13, there were some real pleasant drives and cut. There were 2 nice drive and 1 cut through the offside. So over the wicket, balls, fishes outside the half stump. Oh, that was DaSilva dismissal. Sorry. It was a replay of DaSilva dismissal. Atkinson to Joseph and he defends. Solid in defense, plays it back down the pitch, and there is no run. Please slash a like on the video and click on the subscribe button. This is a warning to all in the community. If you have a heart condition, don't watch West Indies batting. You heard that? Yeah. Don't watch West Indies batting if you have a heart condition. All right? I hear you, boss. I hear you, Gerard Mead. I think it's just about touching up to evening now in England. So I guess on a Friday evening, you're getting ready to go to the party tonight. All right? You know, so Dennis Barnaby said, West Indies will have to get the score over 300 to be competitive in this match. I agree with you. Definitely agree with you. As my screen gone this time now, I don't know where it is. But Mikyle Douglas is sharing your view that we need to find a way to get up to 300. Another pitiful batting performance. West Indies batting order can be compared to a house of cards. They can come crashing down at any given time. Yes. That's just a flamboyant way to put it. And you know, I like the way you put it. You put it in a way that is colorful without being disrespectful, and I really appreciate that type of thing. You're colorful, but it wasn't disrespectful. It was, but I appreciate it. Good day, Sammy St. Ellen. Welcome to the show, man. Good you're here. And this screen is buffering. It's have a live of it all. At this point, 2:28 for 6. Joseph is on strike. He's on 12. 2:28 for 6. That one beaten outside the off stump there. So he's beaten outside the off stump. I hope you're hearing me. I definitely hope you're hearing me. I'm probably gone there for a minute. I definitely hope you are hearing me loud and clear. Let's see. Hope you're. What is going on here? Sometimes I don't understand. Is it technology? Can't help it. Joseph coming down the wicket there, just trying to negate that swing, taken on the tie pad. They'll go through for a single. No, it came off the bat, said the umpire. So it's 2:39 for 6. 2:39 for 6 now. We are 2:39 for 6. I trust you are hearing me loud and clear. I'm just hoping luck is on Alzarri's side today because he's going to play one way. Hopefully, he could time some and get some quick runs. We are all hoping for that, aren't we? Sam Dav, good afternoon, bro, from South Africa. All right, we will be joining South Africa, I think, on their way to the West Indies. They will probably be landing sometime later in the week coming. Clipped away by Older down to backward of square leg for a single. The score moves up to 240 for 6. Older is on 57. Jason Older is on 13. Woakes has so far gotten 2 for 57. As Alzarri comes back into strike, he's on 13. Older on 57. Alzarri on strike, he's on 13. As let's watch Woakes now. He polishes away. He now begins to move in. Up to the wicket, ball to Alzarri, and he hit at this, misses, goes through to the keeper, and there's no run. Another wild swing from Alzarri. This time he connected none at all, and it goes through to the keeper as Chris Woakes in his 17th over. In the 17th over, he pitched up Alzarri Joseph into the big drive, and it goes through. So it's that he had a power Australian tour, but he needs some more sharpening in his skills. You're referring to McKenzie over the wicket. Ball to Alzarri was coming down the pitch. The bowler saw him coming, dug it in short. It goes over his head through to the keeper, and there is no run. The score remains 240 for 6. He was well outside the off stump. Dennis Barnaby, leg stump. He was well outside the leg stump. It was a leg stump, man. He was not getting in line, Dennis Barnaby. He was not getting in line, none at all. You weren't getting in line. It was outside the leg stump. Woakes to Alzarri. Down the leg side, it goes through to the keeper at the end of the over, 240 for 6. West Indies after 68 overs. If West Indies stay at the wicket, they aren't scoring. If they are scoring at a good pace, they get out quick. England comes in and score twice their pace, and the match barely lasts 3 days. Yeah, but what Kalanji about 3.55 runs per over. A West Indies team that is under par, you have to give them credit. As so it was Joseph steered this away down to So it was Older. I'm getting mixed up with the batsman here. It's 244 for 6 though. So Joseph is on 15. Joseph is on 15. So that was a big no ball. That means he's getting tired. Comes in now. Ball to Joseph and he hit this high in the air. Did he time this one straight to mid-off? He's out. Finally, he's out straight to Ben Stokes at mid-off. He's looking for that big drive again. Mistime it. And it went straight to Ben Stokes at mid-on. And Joseph finally went. He hung his head. But there's no need to hang his head because he has been playing that shot. He has not been timing it all morning. And another day, another time, he would definitely have been timing the delivery much better. But once he looked to hit that through the onside, instead of if he had tried to hit it over the offside, you'd have timed it much better. It peeled off the outer portion of the bat and went straight to Ben Stokes at mid-off. Alzarri Joseph gone. West Indies lost their 7th wicket. It's 244 for 7. And I hope Gudakesh Motie comes to the crease and try to play a more mature innings because Older is batting well. I think what I want to see now is somebody to give Older the confidence to say, I am going to steer here with you. You bat normal and I will bat normal. Bat like how you were batting when you were batting with Joshua DaSilva. There's a West Indies batsman that needs to come to the crease and needs to say to themselves, I am not getting out. If anybody is getting out, it is Jason Older. And I really hope that that is the message the coach is sending at this time to Gudakesh Motie. I hope that's the message that they are sending to Jason Older. Say, Older, Motie is not going to get out. Just bat normal. Bat normal. Please. Please bat normal. That's the message. That's the message I want to go out to Older. 244 for 7. Stephen Barrow, welcome to the show. No Barrow. That it can't work like that. Let me say, it is your opinion, Stephen Barrow, and you are entitled to it. I always say it. And one is mature enough to respect your opinion. And although I respect your opinion, and I know the majority of us will respect your opinion, I don't think you will find 1% of persons agreeing with you. You know? So I don't agree with that opinion. I don't share that opinion. Please remember to support our hurricane relief effort. Please. I'm asking you. And Dennis Barnaby, yes, okay, thank you. Sammy and St. Ellen is saying the last 3 needs to score at least 60 runs. You know, need to score at least 60 runs. And we'd be happy if we can get 60 runs from the last 3 wickets as Gudakesh Motie comes to the crease to join Jason Older. Robinson, imagine I was just about to tell you that Joseph, the way he's batting, will not last too long. Very, very shameful. I didn't like the approach of Joseph. Honestly, I just didn't like the approach of Joseph. And even that shot that he played to get out, if he had tried to hit it over the offside, I think that he would have timed it properly and he would have probably got 4 or 6. I never liked the approach. Atkinson bowled to Older and he places down to gully and there is no run. You know, I didn't know I would say this, but it just came to me just now. You know that it looks like Older need a drop? Not Older, Joseph. Probably Joseph need a drop, Probably he needs a drop. Atkinson to hold that he defends out into the offside and there is no run. He probably needs a drop. I just never liked the attitude that he demonstrated just now. And he probably need a drop. I believe so. I believe he probably need a drop. I'm telling you that's my view on the matter right now. He probably needs a drop. Older, definitely. Not older. Alzarri Joseph. I just don't understand the approach just now. I'm coming to you, please. Beg you a minute. I'm just trying here now. He probably need a job, honestly. As older seconds, he's on 57, 247 for 7, 2 slips. As he comes in now over the wicket, ball to Older pulls this away through mid-wicket. He's going to run down towards the mid-wicket boundary. The fielder comes around and stop it. Good effort by Bashir. And they go back for 248 now for 7. Jason Older moves up to 59. That was a good shot. Our 246 is 244? 246 now. Glenn Campbell is saying Shamar should bat where Alzarri is batting and Alzarri bat just in front of Jayden Seals. So there's someone who thinks that Shamar should be batting at number 8. All right, so thank you, Glenn Campbell, for your opinion. That Silva didn't have to play that shot on 49. That is true, Gerard Mead. Whether it was on 149 or 149, it was a poor shot. I agree with you. You never had to play that shot. Mikyle Douglas, Sammy asked in the last 3 to score 60 is a tall order. I think we can do it though, Mikyle Douglas. Gudakesh Motie is not bad. Shamar is not bad, and Seals can stick around. He's bold. Jason Older play across one, head in the air, and he's bold. That's the Jason Older of old. He just tuned out. After DaSilva got out, I just think Jason Older just tuned out. He just got relaxed. Head was in the air. Looked to whip across a full one. He wasn't the type of batting before he reached 50. Look at him. Feet together, just playing across straight one. It hit to off stump and he was playing toward mid-on. So here it was, Jason Older bowl. Good knock, good innings. It didn't end the way I wanted it to end though. He played across one that hit the top of off stump. I just think that once DaSilva got out and the approach of Alzarri Joseph, no excuse for Joseph, no excuse for Older, no excuse for Older, because he's the most senior player in this team, so there's no excuse for him. But it just seems like he became unsacred once DaSilva got out. And the focus determined Older that was at the crease batting with DaSilva. It just seems that he lost that focus. And he wasn't as zoned in as he was when he was batting with DaSilva. Those are just my views. Very unfortunate. Joseph must try and find something to do. Desmond Ray is not easy. Finally, a valid comment. Alzarri Joseph in need. Well, all right, cool. I made a valid comment. Congratulations, man. Well done, Carlton. Well done, Carlton. You at least made a valid comment. Thank you very much. I have proved my grandmother wrong. Thank you very much. I've proven her wrong. I've made a valid comment. Leaves alone outside the half stump by Jayden Seals, and there's no run. Glenn Campbell is saying that Alzarri coming off the IPL needs to be rested, not dropped. He appears tired and disinterested. Don't agree that he needs a rest. His workload have been well managed. How long ago the IPL finish? I think Alzarri Joseph is one of those players whose workload has been well managed. How many matches he played at the World Cup, Ben Campbell? He don't need any rest. He needs to start performing better. He needs to be more responsible. You know, it's if I'm leaving out Alzarri out of the team, is no rest. He's been dropped and he has to work his way back into the team because his workload has been well managed. How many matches did he played at the IPL? And how long ago was the IPL finish? Gerard Mead is saying, too many soft dismissals as we watch Woakes, 3 for 67. Comes in bowl to, that's Motie lead, fishes at that one outside the half stump and there is no run. 246 for 8. Alzarri as a vice captain, you need to bat more responsible. Thinking older should be played as a batsman. Shamar is a bowler, not a batsman. Thinking older. Well, he's batting at 6, so he's largely a batsman. And as we see that he's bowling the fewest number of overs of all the bowlers. Seals open the face of his bat, guide it down to backward point, and there is no run. Thinking older should be played as a batsman. Shamar. So he's definitely playing more of a batsman than a bowler. Yes, Jason Older batted well, but he just doesn't have the temperament that a genuine number 6 is supposed to have. Good word, temperament. He especially didn't show it. Let's watch this delivery. Ball to Motie and he swings at that one. It peeled off the bat. High in the air, down towards third man, it goes into the boundary now for 4. Or did it stop and plug? I'm looking to see it was 4 runs. For a moment I started it stop and plug. 4 runs there by Motie. It was outside the half stump and he threw the kitchen sink at it, the toilet bowl and everything, and it goes down to third man for 4, just peeled away, down to third man for 4. Temperament is a good word. Let's watch now. Woakes bowl to Motie. Bowl and Motie swings again. In the air. Down towards long on. The fielder running back cannot get there. 4 more. 254 for 8. At least Motie is timing the ball better than Alzarri Joseph. And I really think it was one of those days that Alzarri Joseph never timed the ball. Did I like the approach of Alzarri Joseph? No. I didn't. I don't support the approach. But he was not also timing the ball either. And probably he was just forcing the game a little bit too much and probably should allow it to come to him some more. Woakes to Motie, a short one, he ducks under it and allows it to go through, and there is no run. So probably that was it, forcing the game a little and not allowing the game to come to him. Back on the temperament issue, I'm trying to decide if Older lost his temperament when he reached 50 or when DaSilva got out. Because you could see a relaxing of his posture. But I can't quite remember when it happened. Over the wicket, ball to Motie down the leg side. He pulled this away. It's going to run towards the fine leg boundary. They're gone for 1. The keeper gave chase. That's what they will get. Let's watch the signal. Led by 255 for 8 after 70 overs. So I'm trying to recall whether it was after he got to 50 or was when DaSilva got out that there was a shift in his disposition. I'm not taking anything away from Older innings. What I'm saying is that 59 is good, but I needed more. And I know that even his biggest fans will say that he needed to push on. For even the manner of his dismissal, we cannot accept that. A ball hitting the top of our stump, all the playing to mid-wicket. So we cannot accept that. So, coming to you. Down the leg side, whipped away, down to fine leg, 4 runs. Let's see off the pad again. So 4 more leg by, nonetheless, 4 more. So this will push it up now to 259 for 8. Yeah, 259 for 8. So Atkinson was down the leg side. Motie looking to turn that away. And it comes off the leg down to the boundary for 4. Our players perform like children. They need a stern head, master figure like Viv Richards to put sense into their head. I can't disagree with that. I was thinking the same thing. What a catch. What a catch behind the keeper. So that was a short ball. Motie tucked it out of his face over the keeper head. And the fielder first slip. Who is that? Joe Root dived to his right and pulled off a blinder behind the keeper. It stopped and Motie gone. West Indies 259 for 9. It was a short delivery from Atkinson. Motie punched it out of his face. Can't blame him. Lob behind the keeper. He misses and Joe Root circling behind the keeper took a nice catch. And so West Indies lost their 9th wicket. They are 259 for 9. In over number 71, Motie gone for 9 and Shamar Joseph comes to the crease. Will we see some firework as we saw in the first innings in the match at Trent Bridge, or we will see the stump being knocked back as we saw in the second innings? Yes, I agree with you. I think, when I say these things, Gerard Mead, and you must be aware, Gerard Mead, when you say these things, they are going to say to you that you want to go back to slavery. Because when I talk about discipline, when I talk about cutting out player power, when I talk about intensity in training, when I talk about camps without cell phone for a week, that's what they tell me. We want to go back. Well, when I say without cell phone, I mean cell phone put aside until you get back to the hotel. That's what I mean. Lou Prudent, Mr. Brown, sorry for me being late, but just needed to watch the day's play unfolded. I thank you, Lou Prudent. You are welcome at every time. Every time. Gary Well, I say that as they go through for a single year. Let's watch what happened. 260 now for 9. I never saw what happened here, but he's going back to his mark. West Indies is a victim of their former success. Every batsman tried to bat like Viv Richards or Brian Lara. Very few of their caliber. Our batsmen need to change gear and mentally prepare. Gary Weller trying to bat like Brian Lara and Viv Richards is one thing. But putting in the work to be able to bat like them is another thing. So they are thinking, they are procrastinating, but they are not putting in the work. Everything Sammy sent Ellen. Mikyle Douglas is saying it's just poor game awareness. Cut away by Seals, down to third man. The fielder comes in off the boundary. They got a singer. The score is now 261 for 9. 261 for 9, West Indies. It's just poor game awareness from Alzarri. If he was batting with Motie, Seal, and Shamar, I wouldn't judge his approach. He was batting with older. Definitely. He was batting with older, so he didn't need to take that approach. Atkinson to bowl to Shamar, and Shamar plays this down backward of square leg for a single. The score, one more to the total, 262 for 9. 262 for 9. Comes in now, bold to Seals who defends. And these two, none of them will want to get out. None of them want to get out because both of them want to prove that he should be batting ahead of the other one. So it's going to be very interesting. So you say that Ola can't play as a batsman. Keith Aaron is saying, listen, Carlton, good afternoon. Coming late. Motie just out. Yes, yes. Gerard is saying that Intuit bookmakers advert. So Glenn Campbell is saying that Shiv or Jimmy at number 6 should never throw away his wicket like that, regardless of the condition of the game. Bowls to Shamar, that a pleasing shot through the offside. It goes down to the field on the cover boundary, and they will get 2 misfield, 264 for 9. And so Keith Aaron is saying that Crawley must go, but Sammy St. Aaron is asking Keith Aaron what has Crawley done wrong. So provide some justification, Keith Aaron. Thank you very much, miss. Provide some justification why Crawley should go. Right, Keith Aaron, I know that you love to see that, Keith Aaron. You love this bigger container, don't Keith Aaron? So please provide some justification why he should go. Bashir to Shamar is off the back foot. He strokes this into the cover, and there is no run. There's a theory that Shamar Joseph is weak to spin. If we were trying to bat like them, we would play much smarter. Bowls to Shamar, who's forward. And the champion is that to want to bat like them is one thing, but put in the work. Put in the hard work to be able to bat like them. And so Gerard Mead is saying that both Joseph needs to bowl hostile spell. Well, I hope Alzarri does. I'm not quite sure that Shamar is at his peak fitness. He came back from the flu. There was a touch and go whether he should play today. So it's going to be very interesting if he's back at peak fitness. It's good though that he probably will bowl only 1 or 2 over today. Maybe forward, solid in defense, and there's no run. What is up with all these fake injuries? What fake injuries? Robinson is saying, sorry to say, but I see another whitewash. I'm thinking, when last England whitewash the Robinson Koja, can you tell me, Mikyle? I don't think England have ever whitewashed us for the longest while. I don't know. Somebody can tell me. All right. What I want to do, Keith Aaron, is to leave that discussion for another time because there's persons who won't agree with you and persons who will agree with you. For me, I think I would give Crawley a pass mark. Would I say Crawley is doing a great job? No, but I'd still give him a pass mark. Have I seen incremental improvement in this team? Yes, I would say I've seen incremental in this team. So I don't necessarily share your view that the team have not improved after Simmons. Clearly, I don't share that view. I've seen improvement. That one plays to the left of the man at Gully, who misfield and good running. They're coming back for 2. That's nice. 270 2 now for 9? Is it 272 for 9? As it 270? 270 for 9. We are in over number 73. So, in my opinion, I have seen incremental improvement. I definitely think the team have improved since Phil Simmons have left. Mistime the drive, Seal should say back to the results in South Africa, results against England, results against Australia. I've shown that, you know. So I definitely think the team have improved under Crawley. Am I saying that he's a great coach? Not yet. But I'll give him a pass mark right now. And so, as I said, persons will agree with you, some won't agree with you. But right now, let's see if we can get the team up to 300. As Shamar and Seals are at the crease. You know, let's watch now. So Stephen Barrow is saying that let's watch as he comes in over the wicket, ball beaten outside the half stump, kept low, goes through to the keeper. There is no run. Older relaxes after reaching 50, just like in the second test match when he scored down the game with over 20 overs left before the close of play. I think too that he relaxes after reaching 50, you know. And Gerard Mead is saying that Crawley is doing well. It is our hard-headed batters that are letting us down. So Keith Aaron, so majority of the persons in the community at this time doesn't appear to agree with you. And as I made my point, I have seen incremental improvement in this team. I would give Crawley a pass mark. I would not give him an 8 or a 9, but I'll give him a pass mark. Maybe 6.5 thereabout or 6. But I wouldn't. It's not time for me to call for his dismissal yet. Sure. Yes, I don't think it's Sherwin that is saying that the coach should go. He said, how many coaches and how many captains will we change and yet still get the same result? The issue is beyond the coaches and captain. I'm coming back to that St. Ellen. Round the wicket, bowls to Joseph, who places out in the offside. I don't agree with you 100%, St. Ellen, that the issue is beyond the coaches and the captain. It can't be. I agree with you that just changing captain and coaches so willy-nilly is not the answer. I agree with that. But the direction that the team takes has a lot to do with the coach and the captain. And I've used the word disposition a lot since morning. Swung away by Shamar Joseph, down forward of square. The fielder gives up as the ball goes into the boundary for 4. Joseph moves up to 12, 274 for 9. The direction that the team takes, the disposition, the attitude, the overall attitude of the team, the commitment of the team, the determination coming out of the team. Off the back foot, and he cuts this away down to backward point. The fielder come across field, sends the return in, and they're gone for 2. The score moves up to 276 for 4. Shamar Joseph on 14. Seals is on 3. 1 delivery to coming over number 74. as Shamar Joseph Seckers. Bashir. Round the wicket, ball to Joseph and he defends. Turn this away. Down towards fine leg. They gone for one. They come back for two. Will they be looking for a third? No, the second and two. The score moves up to 278 for 9. At the end of over number 74, Joseph is on 16. Seals is on 3. So they determine the direction the team take. So they are responsible. And if they are not responsible, Sammy St. Ellen, we don't need a coach and we don't need a captain if they are not responsible for the disposition of the team. So I do agree with you with the second part that the issue is beyond the coaches and the captains. They need to lead. But I agree with you with the first part that changing coaches and captain willy-nilly is not the answer. Seal defends as Atkinson pitch back of a length. He defends into the onside. Well, some captains will be conservative and some will be proactive, some will be to the far right, some will be liberal. So that's what we're going to get. In the end, what we do is want a captain who's making good decision. Over the wicket, ball to Shamar, defends out into the offside, and there is no run. But Keith Aaron, my good friend, and let us take a sip in your honor. Cheer Keith Aaron. Andre Crawley is an international coach. He is. The direction a team takes is mostly on the captain. All right, I think it's both the captain and the coach, and I think it's more on the coach more than the captain. But I think it's both of them. Pulled high in the air. Let's see what will happen. The fielder goes back, cannot get there into the boundary. One bounce or over the boundary. One bounce. So that was short and Seals pulled. It got the top edge and it flew high over the keeper down to the boundary for 4. 282 for 9. Well, Cricket Forum, you got me there. You are right. I just think that sometimes the entire selection panel, etc., should be held accountable as well. I agree, St. Ellen. I agree with that last part. Everybody, the whole management structure need to held accountable. Tucked off is it as Atkinson ball to Seals to the man at forward short leg, and there is no run. 282 for 9. 2 to come in over number 75. And this is one of the reasons why I love this community. I love the different opinions. And as long as we can work with the different opinions, as long as we have the maturity. Not many will agree with James Jack, but that should be a no ball, is it? He tried to blow a slow one, but it goes to Seals. The umpire deemed it was below the waist. So let's read James Jack's comment because he's voicing his opinion, and it's good. It is good. I really love this opinion. It's the best captain we have for a long time. It's the batsmen with their bad selection of shots that they have no patience, and that includes the captain too. I like your comment though. Drive misses through to the I can't believe it. It went so long. So James Jack, as I was saying that I love your opinion. I appreciate it. Keith Aaron, you see man? You see your Keith Aaron? West Indies will win this match. Good decision by the umpire there. Don't we want them to 282 for 9? Bashir now. He comes in now to bowl to Shamar Joseph. Round the wicket, ball to Joseph, and he hit this high in the air. Over long on, the fielder running back. One coming across, takes the catch, he's out. Joseph goes, West Indies all out for 282. So that's the end of the innings. Shamar Joseph going caught off the bowling by Bashir. He gone for 16. Crawley, I think that's looked to be Crawley. He just raced off the field immediately. 16 from 15 deliveries. So the West Indies all out for 282. Kraigg Brathwaite caught Smith ball Wood for 61. Mikyle caught Smith ball Atkinson for 26. Kirk McKenzie ball Wood for 12. Athanaze ball Atkinson for 2. Kavem ball Woakes for 13. Jason Older ball Atkinson for 59. Joshua DaSilva caught Smith ball Woakes for 49. Alzarri Joseph caught Stokes ball Woakes for 15. Gudakesh Motie caught Brook ball Atkinson for 8. Jayden Seals not out 7. And he will bat ahead of Shamar Joseph in the next innings because Joseph got out. And then Shamar Joseph caught Crawley, both Bashir 16. Interestingly though, what is very interesting as I look at this scorecard, McKenzie ball, Athanaze ball, Hodge ball, Older ball. There are so many West Indies batsmen that got out bowled. But Atkinson got 4 for 57, 4 for 67, and Chris Oakes got 3 for 69. They were the leading bowlers for England. So the captain top score with 61. His very good friend Jason Older made 59, and Joshua DaSilva made 49. West Indies bowled out for 282 on a very flat batting pitch on the first day of the third test after winning the toss and decided to bat first. So yes, Mikyle Douglas, the umpire, absolutely good. It was a great decision. West Indies bowled out for 282. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you tomorrow morning. The England will now start batting. But that's it for me for this afternoon. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 5 o'clock for the start of the second day's play. Have a good day, everyone. Please remember to donate to our hurricane relief effort. Please click on the links and do so. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones.